How's it going, everyone? Evan from Battlehawk Armory here at SHOT Show 2026. We are standing at our absolute favorite booth right now, which is the Atlas Gunworks booth. If you don't already know, you need to know that Atlas Gunworks makes some of the very best handguns on the market. These things shoot absolutely incredible. The V2 has been fantastic. Everyone has loved it, us included, but now the V3 Atlas Gunworks pistol is here. So if you bring it in real quick, we're going to talk about some of the new features that V3 has built into it. So a lot like a V2, but we'll start in the grip. So the changes are going to be a little bit subtle, but we'll run through all of them. In the grip, the radius here between the magwell and the bottom of the grip has been improved essentially. So you'll have a little bit better magazine funneling with the magwell in the grip in V3. Moving up into the grip, this backstrap area right here and the undercut have been changed a little bit. You can see that undercut is dug in a little bit deeper, and we've actually removed and sculpted, removed some of the grip texture and sculpted this a little bit better. So it's going to be a little bit more comfortable, and you're going to be able to get up a little bit closer to that bore axis. So grip is slightly improved. Moving inside to the grip, you'll see we have new grip screws and bushings here. So these bushings are really, really cool because they are actually tapered. So what that actually does for you is it does not allow you to over and seat a magazine because these grip bushings inside of the grip are going to match the taper of the magazine. So if you don't already know it, what you need to know about the double stack 9mm 1911 is that without these grip bushings, you can actually over insert your magazine into the pistol when you shoot to slide lock and damage your ejector right there. But these new grip bushings that come standard in the V3 pistols make it impossible for you to over insert your magazine and damage your pistol. So that is a really small change that's going to amount to a much more durable pistol. Moving up from that, we'll talk about the barrel. So the feed angle on the barrel has been changed ever so slightly, so these are going to be even more reliable than what the V2 pistol was. On the actual slide, these slide blanks are now 100% US produced, so this is US steel. The slide itself is made in Vermont, so this is 100% US produced pistol now. The optics, all right, so the plates historically used 2 screws. They were a bit of a bear, you had to torque them a bunch, they used Allen screws. We now have a 4-screw optic plate. So 4 screws that are going to require less torque and have slightly larger heads, so you can change these out much more easily and almost guarantee that you're never going to get those screws stuck or stripped out on the actual optic itself. Talking about the iron sights. So the iron sights have been changed just a little bit. You can see right here on this Artemis, we have a front sight delete. So it's got that little ramp right there. These new V3 slides are actually going to use a Glock dovetail up front. So no longer are you going to have that horizontal dovetail where you actually have to hammer the front sight in or out, but you can actually remove it with 1 screw from inside of the slide and change out your front sight, remove it for a sight delete or whatever you want to do. So it's going to be much easier to change out your front sight or just remove it entirely if you don't care about it because you're running optics. So essentially that is the V3 pistol. There are a lot of very small changes. They're going to amount to an even better product from Atlas Gunworks. However, they have also changed the magazines. The new premium magazine has a new toggle, right? So this little switch right here is what you're actually going to use to remove your base plate. You're basically just going to flip it straight down. It does have a detent in there, so it's very positive, and then you can just slide your base plate off for cleaning or maintenance or whatever you need to do. After you've got your magazine serviced, you slide your base plate back on and just rotate that toggle straight back up, and you are good to go. That detent is actually retained by a new flathead screw, so again, that's going to be much more secure and almost guarantee that you never strip that out. So we've got new base plates, new optics plates, new grip bushings. All of these things you can add to existing pistols. We've got new V3 pistols that have all of these features built in. Really exciting new stuff from Atlas Gunworks.